continue from where we stopped. The structural reality for Nigeria's national dream. It is not for lack of inspiration or aspiration, but we've had weak institutional enforcement, political fragmentation, revenue dependence on oil, identity politics over national identity, as mentioned earlier. And of course, the country has ambition, but not yet a single mobilizing, widely shared national dream that every child on the street know. But then ask me, Abba, what could Nigeria dream be? A coherent Nigerian dream might center around prosperity for the many, not the few, rule of law, strong institution, continental economic leadership, youth-driven innovation, energy independence, education revolution. These are areas where this is the reality of the country at the moment and what we aspire to be in the future. And it should be drafted in that a way that it gives that narrative that aligns policy, economics, culture, and identity toward one long-term destination. The national vision statement, if I were to draft today, I would say to build a just, prosperous, and globally respected Nigeria, powered by strong institutions, productive citizens, and inclusive economic growth. Because that's actually the reality of where we should be looking at as a nation. And with that, Nigeria shall become Africa's most stable, innovative, and opportunity-driven nation, let's say by 2050, anchored on rule of law, meritocracy, productivity, technological advancement, and shared prosperity across all regions. And of course, whatever the vision would be eventually, it should be short enough to mobilize, clear enough to guide policy, concrete enough to measure. You've seen in other countries how they run theirs under leaders like Narendra Modi in India. The whole idea was for them to have India be developed by 2047. And it's not short-term goal. When a new government also comes in place, they take it on. And things they prioritize was digital transformation, infrastructure expansion, manufacturing scale-up, demographic dividend. And you could see the trajectory in which the country is moving. The dream is growth-led global influence while preserving civilization identity. For Singapore, one of my favorite countries that I always talk about, meritocratic prosperity. Very interesting because they move from survival to stability and then to excellence. And one of the things, very similar situation, smaller country, but we are bigger, but we share things. Anti-corruption, meritocracy, global trade-off, strong institutions were things that Singapore had to put in place for them to move from a third world country to a first. The dream is pragmatic, small nation, global relevance. Nigerians' challenge is not scale. It is lack of governance cohesion. And if Singapore built discipline first before prosperity, I think is a model Nigeria should attempt. Prosperity without institutional discipline would lead to us not realizing the national dream. And we can actually achieve this if you ask President Abba.